Well, looks like I got myself in a little bit of trouble. Hey, Eagle Run 2-3 here. Well, listen, guys, I'm not proud what I did the other night. I got realistically, I got impatient, and I ended up jamming a sight that was too tight. Let me pull the slide off here and let's take a look and see if we did any damage. Well, I think, oh my, I think I might have dodged a major bullet here, guys. There's no visible damage to my slide or even the finish, which at this point I wouldn't have cared because I just had to fix my problem. There is no visible damage to this sight. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, okay. Holy cow. Dodged a major bullet here. Had to use, I didn't want to use this because I just didn't know if it was gonna scratch or not, but brass punch, I don't know, this is steel, brass should be fine. The nylon was not getting the job done. So we had to go for the brass, and I was just worried I was gonna ruin it, but I'd resolved myself that I had messed this up and I had to fix it. So let's go over real quick, and I don't know how much of this I'm gonna be able to show on YouTube, but real quick, let's go over how I should have fit my rear sight to my dovetail. Okay, so after the fact, I took some time to educate myself on the proper way to do this. Now, now let me say this again. I'm not an expert, okay, guys. This is not a tutorial of how to do this. This is a vlog, and I'm showing you what happened to me. Okay, so here's what I learned. The sight should go in darn near halfway on its own. This one clearly doesn't, and I did. I sanded on the bottom of it with some 2000 grit. Probably should have been a little more aggressive and used a file, but we'll talk about that here. But what you're trying to do is get this to the halfway mark, because the way that Glock slides are, and this isn't a Glock factory slide, so maybe it's different, but the way that it's supposed to be designed, and you can kind of see it, is that there's a bit of a radius to this, which means it's tighter in the center and looser on the sides. Now, some guys will say you got to come in from the right or the left. From what I can tell, when you look at drawings and you look at some of these guys who do this for a living, they say it's equal on both sides. Now, what I don't know is this at all wedged from Trigicon? I don't know. Is it Trigicon? Ameriglo. I don't know if this is wedged from Ameriglo, and for that matter, every sight manufacturer could be different. So you're just gonna have to use your best judgment if you're doing this DIY style. The larger picture here is that you do not want to modify your slide to fit your sight. You want to modify your sight to fit your slide. Does that make sense? So I feel like that's probably the best advice. Don't go filing on this dovetail. Don't sand on this. File and sand on this. So I guess just lesson learned here. I don't think I can actually show you what I'm gonna do here. So I have some fine, I believe this is a Corona file. It's a nice high-end file with a fine tooth. We're going to attack the bottom of this slide with a file. And once I get it to the halfway mark, then I will drift it home. Well, you know, there's a lot of guys with a file. Anytime you bring a file out, you're gonna offend a whole lot of people. So just make sure that you know that this is the end that you hold on to, and this is the point, and you file this way. You don't file on the way back, because you will offend everyone in the comment section if you happen to even just lightly drag it back and they think you're filing on the backstroke. I'm not here to bust any myths, but this is a tool and this is a job that needs to get done, and so if I use it upside down, it really doesn't matter. But yes, there is an intended way the teeth are cut. You should file this way. So if I were to turn this over and file with it flat like this, I would want to make sure I'm filing it towards, we want to make sure that I'm filing it in the correct direction. Make sure you pick it up, don't drag it back, because you don't want to make people mad. Okay, we got her aligned and in good shape. I do have some wear marks now on my slide. You can see them over there on the right. just where the Cerakote's worn off. I'm not gonna sweat it. Hope that doesn't bother you. It doesn't bother me. But this was not, it wasn't as hard as I made it. Of course, I make things harder for myself. I think we probably all do. And it is down to the 1,000th, right in the middle of the slide. So that's all I am probably capable of. And we'll just have to hope that she still shoots well, because this was one of my better shooting guns. So hopefully all aligned and good. Now, I'll tell you, I had to take a surprising amount of material off the bottom of this Ameriglo in order to fit my slide. I don't know if it was because it's Cerakoted or what the deal was, but did have to do quite a bit of work on it. All right, I'm gonna get this on there. I think we might go to the range this afternoon. Got a couple things that need tested, and that's always fun. Eagle Run 2-3. Thanks for watching.